That picks apart the argument for reparations. Listen.
I'm seeing a lot of talk about reparations on TikTok. It's 2021. How are we to determine who gets reparations and who doesn't? Reparations as the first step to healing? The first step to healing is forgiveness.
That video has been viewed over 100,000 times. And joining me now to discuss is the woman who posted it, Savannah Edwards. Savannah, thanks for being here. Why did you choose to make this video?
Why did I choose to make this video? It was kind of heartbreaking to me to see so many people think that in order for us to receive any kind of healing from the past, that we needed financial compensation from the government.
Okay.
So I just wanted to speak out on that.
One of the common refrains in support of reparations was articulated by one Tulsa pastor who writes, quote, "I think we cannot have true reconciliation and healing without reparations. Reparations are a biblical form of reconciliation and healing. I just hope that our elected officials have the courage to do what they know I feel is right." What's a better alternative to reparations in your estimation? Again, you're a follower of Christ. This pastor's a follower of Christ.
I think as a pastor, you're responsible for your flock, your congregation. Your job is to preach the word of God to them. And if you're not preaching that forgiveness is the first step to any kind of healing, you're leading your flock astray. So before we even talk about forcing people who weren't even alive back then to pay for the sins of the dead, we need to start taking care of our own healing. And the first step to that is forgiveness.
In response to your TikTok, one TikTok user commented the following: "Why should I forgive them for the way they look down and continue to look down on my people?" Again, continuing with this concept of forgiveness. What's your response?
People are going to say all kinds of things about you. You can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people say. You can only control your response. The only person you have control over is you. No one else is responsible for your healing. You have to take those first steps. And as unfair as that may sound, that's just the truth.
Along these lines, you also have stated that you do not support critical race theory. Why?
I understand the intention behind critical race theory, the intent to want to teach our young people about racism and how it has affected our society. But I think what it does is it teaches white kids that they're inherently superior and they should feel bad about it. And it teaches young Black children that they're inherently disadvantaged. And I think the last thing the Black community needs right now is for children to grow up thinking they're disadvantaged. That just sets us all backwards.
Savannah Edwards, look, I think we'd all be naive to think that there is not racism in this world, but I find your perspective on all of this absolutely fascinating. It's going to be interesting to see where our society goes. Do they follow Savannah Edwards or do they follow critical race theory? We will see. And we'll have you back.